Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Life as It Is podcast. I am your host, Ejiro Agbonifo. And first, I want to thank every one of you so much for the love and support you showed on our very first episode, This Is My Reality. Today, we're going to jump right into our June series titled Purpose and Calling. And the topic for today is discovering your assignments. I want to start with a simple question. Have you ever felt that there is more to your life than what you're currently doing? Not necessarily that your life is bad, not necessarily that you're unhappy, but deep down inside, you know that there's something more, something you were created for, something that you're supposed to contribute to, something that keeps calling your name. If you've ever felt that way, then today's conversation is for you, because I believe every one of us has an assignment, not just a job, not a title, not a career, but an assignment. And many people spend years building, working on their careers and completely ignoring their assignments. The difference between a job and an assignment is that a job pays your bill, an assignment fulfills your soul. A job can change, an assignment follows you everywhere you go. A job is what you do. An assignment is why you do it. Some people discover their assignments early. Others discover it late in life. But one beautiful thing I want you to know is that purpose doesn't have an expiring date. As long as you're breathing, there is still purpose attached to your life. As long as you're alive, you still have every chance to fulfill your purpose. Let me tell you a story about someone most of us already know. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Today, Chimamanda is one of the most respected writers around the world. Her books are read in almost every continent. Her words have influenced millions of people. But what most people don't know is that Chimamanda didn't start out pursuing writing as a career. Like many young people, she started out following a path that seemed more respectful, and had a lot of reputation. She started out studying medicine. Nothing wrong with medicine. It's an amazing profession, a very respected profession. But deep down inside her, there was a calling. Her love for storytelling, her passion for writing, a desire to share ideas and experiences that would impact people. At some point, she had to make a decision. Would she continue walking in the path that everyone expected her to? Or would she make a decision to follow her assignments, her calling? Imagine if she had ignored that voice. Imagine if she had decided she wasn't ready. Imagine if she had convinced herself that writing wasn't practical enough. The world would never have known of her. And that is one thing about purpose. Many times, purpose begins as a whisper before it becomes a reality. Many people think purpose arrives like fireworks, loud and all the lightnings everywhere. But that's not exactly how it works. Purpose often begins as a gentle nudge, that quiet whisper, an idea that won't leave you alone, a dream you keep pushing aside, that desire that keeps returning. For some people, it's teaching. For others, it's business. For some, it's ministry. For others, it's helping people. For another, it could be leadership. But no matter how much they keep ignoring it, it keeps coming back. And that's often because it's connected to their assignments. This is something I understand personally. If you followed me for a while, you will know that my background is in geophysics and geology. I earned my master's in geology. I worked as a geologist and a project manager. And I'm grateful for that journey. It taught me discipline. It taught me professionalism. It taught me resilience. But over the years, I began to notice something. There was another desire growing in me, a desire to encourage people, a desire to teach, to share life lessons, to help women rise, to build a community, to speak, to coach, to create content, and even this podcast. The funny thing is that I recorded my podcast introduction over a year ago, 1 whole year ago, but yet I kept postponing it. I kept thinking, I wasn't ready. I don't think this is for me. What if nobody listens? What if I don't know enough? What if I fail? And maybe someone listening to me today can relate. Maybe there's something you've been carrying in your heart for years. A business, a ministry, a dream, a book, a project, a career move. And you've been waiting so everything would feel perfect before you make that move. But here's one thing I've learned. You don't discover purpose by waiting. You discover purpose by moving. One of my favorite Bible stories is the story of Moses. You know, one thing about Moses is that immediately God told him his assignment, he started giving excuses immediately. I can't speak. I'm not qualified. I can't do it. The children of Israel don't know me. They won't listen to me. Send someone else. I'm not good enough. I don't have a good reputation. But while Moses focused on everything he lacked, God kept focusing on the assignments. Many of us do exactly the same thing today. We keep focusing on our weaknesses, but God is focused on the purpose. We focus on our limitations, but God is focused on our potentials. The truth is, most people who walked in purpose never felt ready. They just decided to start anyway, get up and just keep moving. Here are 3 signs that you may be discovering your assignments. Number 1, it won't leave you alone. You keep thinking about it. You keep returning to it. You try to ignore it, but it comes back. That may be your calling. Number 2, it scares you. Purpose usually lives outside your comfort zone. That is the truth. Your purpose is usually not in your comfort, feel-good zone. It's outside your comfort zone. So it's scary to take yourself out of comfort to that place. If your dream doesn't stretch you, it's probably too small. Every meaningful assignment requires growth. Number 3, it helps other people. Purpose is rarely all about us. Me, my job, what I get. Purpose is far from that. Purpose is often connected to problem solving. Serving people, encouraging people, helping people, impacting lives. That's why purpose often feels bigger than ourselves. So those are the 3. If you feel any of these 3, that is your assignment. Work on beginning. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know how to begin. Just move, start anyway, and gradually you will work your way into knowing what to do and how to do it better. But can I be honest? Many people don't miss purpose because they are incapable. They miss it because they are distracted. They are too busy. They are afraid. They are too comfortable. Or they are waiting for the perfect moment. Or they are waiting for certainty. Someone to tell them, this is it. But life doesn't always give you certainty at first. Most times, life rewards courage. And the truth is, clarity comes as you move, not before you move. It comes as you keep doing. Maybe you're listening and you're saying, Ejiro, honestly, I don't know my assignment. I don't know my purpose. That's okay. Start with these questions. What is it that comes naturally to me? What am I passionate about? What problems do I care deeply about? What is that thing that I would do whether nobody is applauding me? What kind of impact do I want my life to have? The answers may not reveal everything immediately, but they will definitely reveal clues. And purpose is often discovered through clues, not a blueprint. If there is one thing I would want you to remember from today's episode, it is this. Your assignment doesn't need your perfection. It needs your obedience. You don't need to know every step. You just need to know the one step that you're going to take first. The woman who starts the business doesn't know everything about business before she starts. The author who writes the book doesn't know everything before he begins. The podcaster who launches the first episode doesn't know everything. They simply begin. And beginning is what changes everything. So, as we close today's episode, I want you to think and ask yourself this question. What is that dream, that idea, that assignment that keeps repeating in your head, that keeps calling your name? And what would happen if you finally said yes? Maybe this month is your month to stop waiting. Maybe this month is your month to stop overthinking. Maybe this month is your month to take that first step boldly, because your purpose is not waiting for perfection. It is waiting for your participation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this episode encouraged you, please follow this podcast, leave a review, and share it with someone that might need to hear this message. Until next time, remember, you don't have to have everything figured out before you start. Just take the first step. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next episode of Life as It Is.